Look at these pictures. Lakhs of doctors came out on streets of Rajasthan to protest against the RTH Act passed by the government of Rajasthan. This has led to absolute shutdown of health services, leading to people dying and doctors being beaten up by the police. I was actually planning to make the next video of mine after the reconstruction of my tooth, but the situation is so dire and so grave, this has compelled me to make such a video. In this video, I'll try to remain as unbiased as possible, and you are going to promise me that you will make your family watch this video. So in the last week of March, Government of Rajasthan passed the RTH bill. Therefore, it has become an act now. Keeping it in short, the government plans to give emergency health services for free to its citizens. How nice of them. But the only problem in that is they don't define what an emergency is. Neither do they define in the bill which doctor is going to provide the treatment. Can an ENT surgeon provide emergency health services in case someone comes with a broken femur? I mean the leg or the thigh. So, taking that apart, let's start by discussing the people's perspective on this bill. Here are some tweets and photographs of people. To throw a random number, around 2 lakh people died in the year of 2021 due to the road traffic accidents. The situation is pretty grim. And yes, I personally experienced the dire consequences which such accidents can have on oneself. So, given these facts, this act is actually a breeze of fresh air, don't you think? The common citizens will be able to get free treatment both in private and government hospitals in case there is an emergency. So the people that have been dying due to lack of money in such road traffic accidents and other medical health emergencies, I think this would be a great bill, and most of the citizens agree with this thought. But we need to get one more thing in perspective, that private hospitals are business houses. ये मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ. The government defines them, government taxes them, they are basically in the jurisdiction of the Consumer Protection Act. So yes, they are purely business houses. How can you expect a business house to do social work? It's a totally different thing if the business house voluntarily wants to do the social work, but it cannot be expected out of it. That is my personal opinion. Just imagine government forcing Tesla to provide free electric cars to everyone. Just imagine government forcing GD Goenka group of schools to provide free admissions to everyone's children. Just imagine Apple to provide free iPhones to the citizens. I think you get my point. Or maybe not, because it is pretty unimaginable. So, am I against this act? Absolutely not. Not even an ounce. I am totally with this bill. The problem lies in the structure and the definitions of this bill. It won't take a PhD to analyze what the government has been doing. The elections are around the corner. Like all the previous governments, they haven't been able to fulfill their promises. So, this is another, what do they call it these days? Jumlebazi. Yes, the burden of tending to people's health lies on the state government, to be precise. And state government hasn't been able to do so. So what do? They force private practitioners, they force the private hospitals to fulfill their duties. How is that fair? So, to conclude, it is the government's and only the government's responsibility to build more hospitals, provide infrastructure, pay nice salaries to doctors, to good doctors, so that they stay in this country and provide their services to the citizens, not anyone else's. If there is a coder in this, I mean the software engineer, if you're a phenomenal software engineer, don't you expect to be paid accordingly as in your services? It is similar in every field. So this expectation of government and public in general out of doctors to provide free treatment, to behave as a social worker, has to go. I need you to share this video with your non-medical friends and family, so that they know how the government is tricking them into believing that doctors are the criminals, and government is on their side. If the government was so naturally pure, don't you think they would have done something over the last 4 years? With that thought, Prince Kaushik signing out.